This is a different type of video. I'm actually reacting to what Sloan Bella said about Ashlee Jenae Robinson. She posted a video, Ashlee Jenae, high stakes poker. And all the information is alleged because she said some crazy stuff and you won't believe it. Please click thumbs up and click hype so everybody will know that I made this reaction video. And I will link you below to this video so that way you can see yourself at the end of my video. Make sure you click thumbs up, click hype. How do you think she died? If you think she did it, say she did it. If you think that he did it, say he did it. If you think somebody else did it, say someone else. So first of all, she says that that man lied to Ashlee about his real age. That's interesting because how in the world was she like, oh, like she's supposed to be a psychic, right? So he allegedly lied to her about his age, first of all. And she claims that he targeted her by having somebody basically hook them up, like rather somebody get in between them so then that way he could go and introduce himself to her as opposed to going to her directly himself. Now, why would he target her through another person? It makes no sense, but it's Sloan Bella. We're going to get into it in a minute. We're going to talk about what they say about Sloan Bella and where she really gets her information from. The Men in Black, allegedly. Sloan said that she was prone to flattery, referring to Ashlee, and she was this sad girl who was just so heartbroken over her previous relationship that she had to get in this relationship to save face. Lord. She also thinks that Ashlee had to present herself in a particular way, and by the third month into the relationship, the third month, real early in, and this guy is like badgering her day after day, like really aggressively. And Ashlee didn't want to tell anybody what was going on because the guy, you know, he looks like he's just such a good catch. A nearly 50-year-old white man who was married previously and has been bald for years. But such a good catch, allegedly. Okay, now it starts to get spooky. She said that she thinks that this guy was in a rush in this relationship. That's why he proposed to her so fast, like a couple of days or so before her birthday in April 2026. This just happened, okay? So the guy's like pretty much like on a timeline. Now listen to this garbage. And she said something about Russia and there's some sort of connection to Russia. This sounds like Jaguar Wright. And then she's like, look, she's thrown in the mindset of the dark web. He's either in the dark web, around the dark web, or looking in the dark web. Yeah, that's very broad, heifer. Isn't that so convenient that she would word it that way? Listen, she said that she knew, referring to Ashlee, that she made a mistake by going on this trip. And she feels like Ashlee, I guess her spirit or whatever in the afterlife, whatever bullshit, is sitting at the feet of her mother and asking for forgiveness. Sloan believes that her mother told her to stay away from this guy. Now, that's the whitest shit I've heard. Does Sloan Bella not know how black women are? That black woman got that white man. The grass is greener with a pinker wiener. The white man's ice is colder. I love that one. The pinker wiener thing. I came up with that shit. But at the end of the day, her mother done moved on to a white man and she was dealing with white dudes too. She has tweets about she knew her kids were going to be mixed and all this other dumb shit. She just knew she was going to be with a white man. So she had this planned out since she was a child. Fucking idiotic and insane as that sounds. Yeah, believe it or not, she had it planned out to be with a white dude since she was like maybe 8. Her father, since her parents are divorced, I heard she's Jamaican, by the way, allegedly. Somebody let me know if that's true in the comments. But her mother moved on to go get with another white dude. Her mother went on to go get with some white dude. Her father went on to go get with a black woman. Anyway, Sloan thinks that this woman's mother said to get away from that guy. She says that Mr. Clean, the bald-headed white man, gets energy from people looking at their relationship as if he's a battery and not a human being. So I guess Zaddy is recharging. So he's like the Energizer Zaddy. Anyway, she said her psychic third eye can see 2 additional people watching from the background in an opportunistic way. I thought she was going to say, you know, so people want to snatch up somebody or something like that. But she said that the reason why they're looking in an opportunistic way is because they see that the couple was fighting and they had to be separated and put into separate rooms by the hotel staff. What type of opportunity could 2 people that are watching this bullshit get out of seeing 2 people fighting? What the fuck is she talking? Anyways, she says that the situation was set up. The argument itself, that is. You know, as she's telling her bullshit story, it's like she's trying to tie in the people that are in the background, the 2 people that are in her head. However, it just comes out as a stinky brain fart. So she can't really make sense of it. She can't really she's not Tarantino. She's not Scorsese. She's trying to make sense of it, but it's not making sense. So bear with me as I try to tell you what Sloan is saying, because what she's saying is so like all over the place that it's hard to follow it. But anyway, Sloan says that Uncle Fester is binding this girl's energy in a ritualistic way. and that the argument started over him looking at her phone because, see, he's a fault finder. And as he's like looking through her phone, he saw something that just made him so jealous that he just went so crazy that he started barking at her like a big white dog. Okay, she didn't word it that way. I'm wording it that way, okay? But bear with me. Sloan then starts to talk about the dark web again. And she claims that the man owes people money, but she doesn't know who or why. She says that he's basically a bullshit artist. He's a fraud in so many words, and he lost a lot of his money because it was taken away from him to punish him because there's something that he didn't do. But of course, Sloan doesn't know what that is. Then she said he's a facilitator on the dark web. Now that could literally mean anything. So basically what she's saying is that he does something that is or may be illegal that he's doing on the dark web. And basically, I guess he like pissed these people off by not doing whatever it was that they told him to do. She said that the dude, whatever he's doing, definitely has something to do with gambling. So she's really sure for her to say definitely has something to do with gambling. And she said, listen closely. This is so insane. She said that she thinks that he's a part of some sort of gambling ring on the dark web where they put money down into his account or the girlfriend's account. Well, ex-fiance now who's dead, that she didn't even know about. She said that girl had a whole account that she just had no knowledge of. And basically they'll pay him, for example, to complete a particular task at a particular time. So he has like a time limit where he has to go on scavenger hunts or whatever, allegedly. Sloan, really? This heifer said it's kind of like a game of Simon Says. She's dead ass serious too. She says it's kind of like a game of Simon Says, but you know, he gets paid to do this. Am I being punked? Simon Says, really, Sloan? Heifer, you can't be serious. And she said something about how the government was coming down with indictments on this dude for some money he allegedly possibly maybe embezzled or something like that. And it's like, how would you know this, Sloan? I know you claim that you're a psychic, but they say that you're an agent. But we're going to get to that at the end of the video. Bear with me. Lord, she said that this dude fled the country so then that way he could get the indictments off of him. As far as I know, him going to Tanzania will not stop an indictment. It's not like, you know, he stops being in trouble because he fled the country. He's not Roman Polanski. Listen closely. She said whatever is going on in the dark web is causing people to up the bets in this game, such as when he's going to have sex with her, propose to her, dates, like as if his whole relationship is really just a sick game. And the two people that I guess she mentioned earlier are allegedly following him to keep tabs on the game to make sure that he's completing the different tasks within the time frame that was set forth. So they're like micromanagers. So they're making sure that he, you know, completes his assignments according to the rules, basically. Lord. Sloan says when she places herself psychically in the room, she sees that Ashlee may have been intoxicated in some sort of way, and she sees Ashlee being overtaken, but she put up a good fight. She put up the good fight. And claims that she sees Ashlee hunched over, hugging a pillow with her face in the pillow. And she sees her possibly had been sat on and implied and positioned correctly. So in other words, like they staged whatever happened allegedly. So make sure you have your tinfoil hat on for what I'm about to tell you, okay? Listen closely. This is so crazy that if you have a drink, you might want to take a big gulp, not a sip, a gulp. She says that she can't see if it's Mr. Clean or the two other guys, but she sees three different people. She's pretty sure that he did it himself, but she thinks it will appear as if he may not have done it. Now, here's where it starts to get so crazy. I almost had to turn the video off. She says that this appears to be ritualistic in a spiritual sense, but presented as a game. She sees Russians and the dark web and people filling. I swear to fucking God. She says she sees Russians and the dark web and people filling out bingo scorecards about the interactions between Ashlee and Baldylocks. At this point, I have to ask this question. Is she saying that elderly people did this? The fucking Golden Girls did it with the help of Medea, allegedly? What in the Scooby-Doo is going on? Bingo cards, my Jesus. Really? Nah, I gotta keep it real here. All jokes aside, she scared the shit out of me when she said that she feels like as if whatever she's seeing in her third eye, whatever, is like, it's like that TV show Big Brother on CBS. BBUSA, Big Brother USA. You know, the one, listen, y'all, I had talked about Big Brother years ago when that chick Taylor was on the show, the pretty black girl. And I said, look, that chick is going to win the show. I think there were 16 people on the season. And when they were down to 11 people, I said, y'all know the show was allegedly rigged for Taylor to win, right? If y'all didn't see the video, I'll link you to the video and pin it to the top of the comment section. And you can check the date of the video and you can go look up how many people were left in the game. I'm not kidding. So I'm psychic too. Just kidding. No, but also I said, yeah, and I think she's also going to win America's Favorite Player as well, or something to that effect. I'll pin it for the 2 people who will actually watch it. Anyways, now Sloan Bella says that she feels that at the end of July, so we're talking about 3 months, at the end of July 2026, she thinks that this man will be indicted on something. Or Sloan Bella said that, according to her third eye, she sees that that man lied to her about his age and this idea that he could provide this soft life, luxury life for her and whatnot, and whether or not he had children. Like, basically just lied about everything, like a straight up freaking con artist. And she said that she thinks that this guy is basically playing a character in a game, and that girl didn't know that this is a game that he was playing with her. And these people are really just betting, and they're controlling the whole thing from the outside. And they're like a government, but on the dark web. I'm like, huh? Like, this shit sounds crazy. It's so fucking crazy. It's probably true. Now, listen, y'all, this is where it starts to get real spooky and eerie again. She said that Ashlee was collecting information about this man. So in other words, she knew something, figured something out, got tipped off. However, she started to figure out something wasn't right. So she started to just like put information to the side, but she was going to continue with the relationship, like as if like maybe she kind of found out that he was playing her. So she went ahead and played him and was like, okay, well, I'll stay and just basically start holding on to some information about him to get him later. Okay, so what she's saying is that she thinks that Ashlee was talking to some men and some women, whoever these mystery people are, and they were kind of like figuring it out together, like whether it was friends, family, whoever. And for legal reasons, pay attention. If her parents seemed a little bit odd during their interview with the news, maybe it was them. Maybe they knew that something wasn't right, and maybe they were working with her, but they don't want to blow the case by saying too much. Allegedly. If you guys think that that might be true, say maybe in the comment section. If you say maybe, that'll let me know that you think that maybe that's the scenario that's going on. She's talking about this dude allegedly like moving people like kids or some shit. Like she's seeing, I don't know, maybe she's just saying she thinks that that's what she's seeing, that that's the type of stuff he could allegedly be involved with, allegedly, because you got to be careful about saying shit like that, Sloan Bella. All of this is alleged and it's just for entertainment purposes. And I'm not agreeing with anything that she's saying. I'm just telling you what she said and my opinion on some of the things. I'm going to leave that shit alone in case he does get out of this. But anyways, so Sloan Bella said something spooky once again. She said that she feels like this chick had binding ties, including black magic being put on her by this man or the people on the dark web or both. And this was for the purpose of them harvesting her energy. So are these the alien reptoids allegedly? That's on the dark web. Were you with Zaddy? The white man got aliens on the dark web. You black motherfuckers gonna never invite Zaddy to the barbecue after this, goddamn. Daddy got aliens on the dark web, allegedly. Okay, she didn't say aliens. Okay, Zaddy has demons from another dimension that he contacts through a Ouija board, and they're doing black magic on the dark web and betting cool cigarettes, that's with a K, if you remember them from back in the day, and bingo chips. Cool cigarettes and bingo chips, y'all. Some hood aliens. Yes, they drink 40s and play dominoes. Okay, shout out to Sloan Bella. She said that she thinks that old girl Ashlee ran to the closet and R. Kelly was, I'm just kidding. She ran to the closet and curled up into a ball, anticipating that somebody's going to come in there and punch her. And she like lost consciousness. And anyway, after whatever happened, they ended up repositioning her. And then the government allegedly, I guess the Tanzanian government over there in Africa, Zanzibar, wherever. And they basically put some false information out there to throw people off the scent of what actually really happened, which is gold tooth wearing alien demons on the dark web that need to harvest energy. Okay, she didn't word it like that, but bear with me. And now she's saying she feels like somebody from the outside, immediate outside area also participated in this somehow. And that I guess the two people who were the watchers who were keeping tabs in the game, they did not really know that this is about to go down like this. And she said that she doesn't know how they're doing this as far as how the game goes and whatnot, but they're making a lot of money on the dark web, with the aliens or whatever these beings are, whether they're people or demons or whatever on the dark web that are playing this bingo game. She said this man did not like her. He targeted her and he was using her to make money. She was just this little pawn. And anyway, listen, y'all, on the internet, they claim that Sloan Bella is like a central intelligence agent, CIA agent, allegedly. They say that she's not a real psychic and she's full of crap. I'm not saying that, but the secret password to let me know you made it until the end of the video is, if you think that she has a real psychic gift, if you think that Sloan Bella is a real psychic, remember she was the one to talk about Jay-Z and all the other stuff. If you think she actually has a gift, say gift. If you think that she's an agent, say agent. If you think that she's just a liar, say liar. If you think she's crazy, say crazy. If you're unsure, if you don't know, say I don't know. If you don't care, say I don't care. But if you don't care, why you here? If you say I don't care, I'm going to cuss you out in the comment section because you shouldn't be here if you don't care. Make sure you click thumbs up and click hype, subscribe and click all notifications so you'll receive alerts when new videos get posted. And I want you to check out what I have pinned, and it also, I guess, be in the description box. And that way you can watch something else that I made, including that video. What was the video that I was supposed to post? Oh yeah, the one about Big Brother. Also, I'm going to post the other video I made about this woman, this Ashlee Jenae person. Now, here's the thing. Psychic Sloan Bella could not get this man's age right. And how could you get all of this other stuff right that you say when you're going through your psychic thing that you do, when you do your Raven Simone thing, you say, oh, snap. And you can see the future or the past or whatever. Here's my thing. Here's the thing I don't understand about Sloan. How do you get details like the man's age? Okay, let me rephrase that. She said that the man is like 48. The internet says the man is like 45. That's why I'm saying she got the age wrong. Maybe she's right. Maybe the internet was wrong. Now, that could prove that she's a psychic or an agent. But why is she so concerned with black folks? Why does she always make videos about black people? I never understood. Did anybody else notice that? Also, what's this stuff about Sagittarius and Gemini moons and all this other stuff? It's like, is that stuff even real? Hey, I had a really good psychic reading years ago. I'm going to post that video also. And you guys can go ahead and check that out if you want to. Okay. Any of these videos, if you watch one of them, all of them, or whatever, if you watch any of them, at least say hi in the comment section and click thumbs up and click hype, because I'm going to respond to everybody I can, which would be like 1 or 2 people will be right there for me. And I appreciate you and I love you. And I'm signing off before I get emotional. Sloan Bella, I was just playing with the stuff that I was saying. I hope you don't see me, out here high and dancing in the street or some crazy stuff. Because if you really are psychic, I just want to let you know, I was just kidding with this video, Sloan. I just be playing. Okay. I was just joking. By the way, if anybody wants to give me a free psychic reading, I would appreciate it. I just realized something. I had another reading by somebody. If I remember, I'll post that video as well. Anyways, if anybody wants to donate a psychic reading to me, that would be awesome. You could post it below. And I got to go, y'all. Make sure y'all click thumbs up and make sure you leave a comment. If you're just saying hi, let's talk about it. Do you guys believe what Sloan Bella was saying? Did you see her video? I'm going to post a link to her video along with the other videos. I got to go.